Hey everybody. So for today's workout, we've once again got two parts to it. We're going to do a skill session and then we're going to do the WOD itself. So for the skill, we're going to do this for time. So definitely time yourself and log your score. We're going to do 10 rounds of 10 tuck crunches. And then we're going to go to the plank hold for 30 seconds and then 10 arch rocks. You can do that whole thing 10 times. So you'll see it's a lot of volume there. You're going to end up with 100 tuck crunches and 100 arch rocks. Okay, so obviously if you need to scale those reps down, do that. Maybe make it 5 tuck crunches and 5 arch rocks or whatever works for you. Okay, so for the tuck crunch, what we're going to do is start laying down on the ground. Your shoulders need to start on the floor and your feet on the floor with your knees long, legs extended. Bring your knees up to meet your chest, and that's 1 rep. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is that plank hold. So for 30 seconds, you're going to hold this. Watch your clock. You're going to be on your forearms. Try not to keep your hands together. Keep your hands separate. And you want to really stay tight in the abs so that you're loading your core and not your shoulders so much, which will start to catch up to you if you keep doing that. So your butt should be slightly higher than your shoulders. Nice tight ab position, and then feet on the floor and forearms on the floor. If you can't quite do that or you want to scale it after a while, we can go to the other plank variation, which is elbows extended so you're looking like you're at the top of your push-up. And same principle there, holding that for 30 seconds. The last movement we're going to do here is the arch rock. So in the arch rock, you're on your stomach, kind of the opposite of a hollow rock. You're going to get into that Superman position, and then you're going to start rocking back and forth. Sometimes the easiest way to get this moving is to bring your feet to your head first, and then go back and forth from there. And that's our arch rock. So we can do that 10 rounds for time, and then we move on to the WOD. For the WOD, we're going to do 40 goblet squats. I'm going to choose your load here. I'll talk about that in a second. And then 40 lateral burpees over an object. Then we're going back to the goblet squats, same weight. We're going to do 30 goblet squats and then 30 squat thrusts. So for the goblet squat, if you have a kettlebell, use it. If you don't, grab something heavy. Okay? It could be anything in around your house, whatever has some weight to it. Just pick it up and hold it up toward your chest, and we're getting those full squats. So for the goblet squat, you'll see we're in the squat position, just like we would be for an air squat or a back squat, front squat. We're going to hold that object close to the body, elbows inside the knees, butt below the knees for that full squat, and then stand all the way back up to hip and knee extension. The next movement we're going to do is the lateral burpee over the object. So that same object we were just using, or if it's really small, we can pick something else, but something to jump over. You're going to do a burpee, chest to the floor. Come on up. You don't have to open your hips or clap here because we're jumping over the object, so that kind of finishes the movement for us. 2-foot takeoff is required. So both feet leave the floor at the same time. Both feet land on the other side of the object, and that is your rep. If you have to scale this, you can obviously step over your object instead of jumping. That is the best way to scale this. Okay, then we're going to go back to our goblet squats, and then the last movement we finish with is going to be the squat thrust. The squat thrust is like a burpee, but without the chest to the floor and without the jump. So you're going to go to that plank position like you would be at the top of a push-up, and then you're going to come stand up tall, hips and knees extended. It's important you get your hips and knees extended when you get to that bottom plank position as well. So remember that. Try not to get sloppy with bent knees and high butt or any of that. Okay? So we're going to do that for time. It's going to be 40 goblet squats, then 40 burpees over the object, and then 30 goblet squats, and then 30 squat thrusts. It's a nice chunk of reps there. We're going to do that for time. And once again, post your scores to be on the whiteboard. This way we can all keep track of each other, make sure we're all still moving and working. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.